Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who feels like they have been able to heal from a breakup. It could be an end of a friendship, so take it how it resonates. But we have the Four of Swords with the Two of Cups in the reverse, healing from this disappointment or even a sense of betrayal from someone, having, I think, enough time to work on that to redefine what they're looking for going forward. So, this is someone who I think is ready to get into a relationship, or someone who feels like they know how to avoid this downfall or this problem going forward because of what they've been able to learn from this situation. So, let's call in spirit with a little bit of Winchanten. I hope you're having a good day so far. Yesterday was rough. The internet did not like me, you guys. So, sorry if I was a little bit in absentia, but hopefully today will be better. And hello, Dana. Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Capo. Hello, Steven. What's going on? If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. That's in the description box for you, as is more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. Let's dive in with, we're going to just go with the Rider-Waite or Waite Smith. What else do we need to know about this change in perspective? Hey, Rachel, how's your day? Three of Pentacles. Yeah, this has to do with who I interact with and how I engage with them. We've got the World in the reverse, Two of Pentacles, and the Fool in the reverse. Oh, no. Okay. So this is someone who has had to change how they view the connection, because initially they viewed it as there's unfinished business here. So how can I navigate this? It's like, how can I get the best value? So like, how can I negotiate you down, right? How can I offer less than what you're asking? But with the Fool in the reverse, they realized if you try to negotiate or like get a bargain, sometimes you get disappointed in what you actually get. So I feel like this is someone who has redefined what their type is, or understood a little bit better why it makes sense to withhold their energy from certain individuals and be a little bit more picky, I guess, with regards to dating. Is it a Michael Myers style? Oh, don't ruin it for me. Hello, how's it going, only one? So we've got the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Okay, I mean, to be honest, this is coming through as I have ended a connection, or a connection has ended recently that I thought was like pretty decent, but I learned I have to be more selective in who I actually go to date. And I feel like there's someone here who's been in no contact that they've been thinking about this whole time. So yeah, in a relationship with someone else, still thinking about a person from the past, ending this relationship or walking away from it because they realize what they really want is this person from their past, somebody that they're in no contact with. Magician in the reverse, Seven of Cups in the reverse, and the Six of Wands in the reverse. I thought I could get what I wanted without having to do the work. I thought I could control the situation. I thought I could find something better. But now I have clarity. Now I see that what I really did was walk away from what I wanted and lose what I wanted in order to get some, like, I don't know if I want to say that. In order to be disappointed in love, we'll put it that way, okay? They see that there's a difference in terms of the connection that they have for a reason. Nine of Swords in the reverse, freaking out over how they lost something that was great, thinking that it would be easy to replace. But now, Hanged Man, they see differently now. Now they see that love is more complex than that. They can't just go out and find another connection when they're still very much so into you. I assume you're the no contact. You may also be more so resonating with the person who's ending a relationship. Hey, Kristen, how you doing? I hope you all have a wonderful day. So we've got uncover, nostalgia, sentimentality, and memory. Yeah, they're thinking about someone from their past, realizing that, it's not easy to forget someone who really leaves an impression with you for a reason. They can't just easily find another iteration of you. So this person's realizing, unless I really want this to be like over, now is my chance to go take a little bit of a risk and show that I've got some courage and show up, talk to this person, see where their head's at, see if I got a chance. This is the Tarot of the Nile. Hey, famous Seamus, how you doing? Death in the reverse. Four of Swords in the reverse. And the Three of Wands. Death in the reverse. The thing is, there's something here that has not changed. This person is taking action earlier than they should. It's like when you go, if you have a test at school and, it's quiet, everybody's at their desk taking the test, and then when you're done with it, you have to walk up to the front and put it on the teacher's desk, right? This is somebody walking up with their test and they left the whole last page blank. So rushing in to try to get back with a love interest, healing from some elements, definitely having a change in perspective, but they still have a problem here. They still have something that blocks them from being able to connect in a genuine way. We have the Moon in the reverse and the Hierophant in the reverse. They would still have issues with commitment. Wow. The Hanged Man in the reverse is clarifying the Hanged Man in the upright. So they've changed. They look at love differently now, but they still need to look at themselves differently. They still need to look at the connection somehow differently. So this is like a half-cooked burrito situation. They need to go back into the microwave. It's going to be a frozen center of the burrito. Two of Swords. So they're making their decision too early. I'm doing well. Thank you, famous Seamus. So now we've got somebody who... We've got the Hanged Man in the upright and the reverse, and the Magician in the upright and the reverse. So I'm going to refer to this person as the Magician. This is someone who is seeking to reconcile or heal a relationship from their past. They feel confident. They feel like they have all the right words. They feel like they'd be able to, get their way, I guess, convince you to give them another chance. They want to bring a gift and talk about how they would approach things differently. But there's still a problem here. King of Wands in the reverse. For some of you, this is indicative of a person who has very combative personality, so there would still be a lot of arguing and misunderstandings. But for others of you, this King of Wands is in the reverse because this person really likes the naked mambo. They like to get their clothes off with random people. Look, we all have our own journey as far as understanding intimacy and emotional, physical intimacy, how that should work out, and that you should be more selective with that energy. But I'm telling you right now, I feel like for the majority of you, this is someone who knows what they want, but they get distracted or they lose their temper. They still have things they need to work on within themselves. I feel like it has to do with insecurity. People hate that word, but look, the reality is, if I had to put a number on it, probably 75% of the people out there have insecurity issues, and they can manifest in different ways. some of the most egotistical people out there, insecurity prone. They're just masking it, right? So this is someone who I think has underestimated what they really need to work on and what needs to be finished before they turn their test in, you know, before they approach you. Page of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. They're rushing it. They should have taken more time. They should have done some more introspection on themselves, but they're feeling like they've got all the answers already and rushing in to say, hey, how about giving me another chance? I'm different now. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That's like saying, hey, I know you didn't like what I was wearing because we're going somewhere fancy. So I went back to my room and I changed into something different. And you're like, that's the same outfit in a different color. I feel like we're not. Okay. There's something that's just not clicking for this person. They don't see that there is more that needs to be done if they want to treat you in the way that you deserve to be treated. The question is, are you able to pick up on that? Do you see through this promise? Temperance in the reverse. I come in peace. Here's a peace offering. Don't reject me. Give me a chance. Page of Wands in the reverse, but they're not telling you everything. This is like they're coming back around, letting you know that a relationship has ended. They understand more so now what you bring to my life or how you've influenced me. I can't be without you, that sort of thing. Very romantic, but very Knight of Cups, which is like, I make these promises, but I can't necessarily fulfill them. Page of Wands in the reverse, though, there's something they're not telling you. Maybe they're still in contact with their ex. Maybe they still have a roster. Two of Wands in the reverse, Empress in the reverse, the Tower. So this is like someone who can put on a skit and act like they are a perfect partner. But if you ask them to be that perfect partner for like, oh, I don't know, like a couple of years, this person's going to be like sweating bullets. Like, I don't know how to do that. So don't fall for the little play acting, right? Because Empress is in the reverse. This person still has to learn how to love. They still have to learn how to treat people with the respect that they deserve. So with the Tower and the Chariot, I see you deciding, I don't know, man, like I feel like some of those same things that were around or that were the reason for me walking away in the past are like still here. Like, we want to be appreciative and respectful because there are so many things that as individuals we have to learn for ourselves and that we have to combat or heal from. So I'm not sitting here in judgment saying this person isn't good enough. I'm saying they're not necessarily reading the whole list, right? The whole checklist of things that need to happen. We can celebrate the progress that they've made. Shifting the mindset is not an easy thing to do, but that is only part of the equation. You also have to change behaviors and you have to live by that mindset. This is somebody who's like, hey, I figured out how to win, but I didn't do the thing that I was told to do. Do I still win? Hello, James. Hello, Laura. How's it going? Hello, Carrie. What's happening? Bubbles. I like it. All right, so we have Eight of Swords. Yeah, this person is the type to sign up for a relationship, be all excited about it for a couple of days or a week, and then they're like, oh, so I have to be like honest with you and stuff? I have to like tell you if someone hit on me or if I gave my number to someone? I don't know. I think it's easier if I just lie about it. So this is someone whose dishonesty has not been addressed. If they were difficult to believe in the past, I think you would find it would be the same going forward because they have not addressed that King of Wands in the reverse. They need to deal with whatever it is that makes them lash out or feel like the only way they can feel good about themselves is if they're being pursued romantically or physically by somebody. The High Priestess and the Two of Swords. So you are going to be faced with a decision. You're coming through as this high priestess. You might initially feel like this person has made a ton of progress and it's enough for you all to reconcile and make another go of it. But I think for most of you, your intuition is like pretty much screaming at you from the get-go when this person comes back around, like, I don't know, something just seems off. I don't think I can trust this. And that's because your intuition is on point. So listen to it. Two of Cups, Seven of Spheres, or Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. You will notice by how this person chooses their words or how they speak what they have to say, that this would be another cycle of your giving more to the situation than they do. That even though they may have figured out some of the things that were not working out well for you, that they would still be a little bit difficult to read, and maybe they still have some things they need to work on with regards to communication. But I feel like you're slow to trust, especially when somebody's already caused you issues in the past, but they're in communication or just like spending time with this person, there are little red flags that start to come through again. So I feel like it doesn't take you very long to realize that this magician still has more to work on. They may have conquered certain problems, but to rush into a relationship would be to do a disservice to their own healing. So we have man holding a coin. Somebody who is very much so thinking about stability, wanting something that is real and dependable. And there's blossoming abundance. So I feel like this high priestess and the man holding a coin are the same person. This magician is coming through, wanting to talk about stability and security. Why don't we get into a relationship? And that's top of mind for whoever I'm reading for. But there's this blossoming abundance card, and it's for you, not for this magician. So I guess what I'm saying is when you have blossoming abundance, when you have blessings coming into you, you have to be a bouncer for your life. Who is going to be around you? Let's put it this way. You win $5 million through the lottery tomorrow. Are you going to call up all of your acquaintances and let them know that you have a whole bunch of money now? And like basically invite them to come out of the woodwork and ask for money? No, you're probably not. So don't allow just anybody to hang around you when you have this blossoming abundance coming in, because you're not interested in inviting betrayal or disappointment, are you? I know you're not. I know you're not. Hello, Quantum. How are you doing? Have a good day, Laura. Thank you, Rachel. Yes, exactly. Thank you for liking and subscribing. So we have this Lovers card. Remember that the Lovers can often be a reference to soulmates, but it can also be about a choice. So it feels to me like this is someone who's making the case that your relationship or your love story isn't over, but there's also some element of this person that would still like tend to cause problems for you. They think about you a lot. They want you back in their life, but they would still likely be causing some toxic energy through anger or through jealousy, because they have to solve that insecurity. We have imprisonment in the reverse. Don't let this person get you back into feeling like you are stuck. They want to be the only person that you get acquainted with, right? Or that you love, but they view themselves as like high value. So in their mind, it's like, well, of course there are going to be other people that want to get with me though. Like that's just normal, right? You know that. They don't seem to appreciate that their actions can impact others as well as themselves. So there's just some more maturity that needs to happen here. We've got the Three of Swords, heartbreak, disappointment, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, a great loss, and the Five of Wands. Oh, is there someone else interested in you? Five of Wands is competition. Six of Cups in the reverse, Six of Swords in the reverse, Nine of Pentacles. I think there's someone here who is either already in your life or who is about to be in your life. And this is strong competition for this person from the past, because this individual is coming through as the Nine of Pentacles. Not only do they listen to their intuition, but this is somebody who is confident on their own. They are not reliant upon external validation or flirting with strangers to feel good about themselves. And when your Magician individual finds out that this Nine of Pentacles is interested in you, they get a little bit uncomfortable. They get a little defensive. This could be where that King of Wands in the reverse comes in. Someone could get just a little bit froggy, want to start a fight over this. They didn't expect you to have, well, how do I say this? They know that you are a prize, but they didn't feel like you would be interested in someone else. Seven of Cups, Seven of Wands, Three of Wands. So this is frustrating for them because they feel possessive over you. They feel like they should be able to defend their territory. They don't like that someone else is interested in you. For some of you, this could be what motivates the kind of impulsive decision to come towards you. But they see that there is something to this new person. Maybe they can see that you're actually attracted to them. Maybe they happen upon or run into you and you're with this person and they get a little bit frustrated because it looks like you two are thick as thieves. But we have some jealousy and competition here. That could be part of that blossoming abundance. Blossoming abundance doesn't just mean that you're getting some, dollar signs. It could also be a reference to love, interest, and friendship, job offer. Double life. Partner engages in secret behaviors or relationships. Told you, King of Wands in the reverse. And then someone loyal comes around, matches your energy, and you're like, well, why would I choose the person who I can't trust when this other individual that I've met has shown me that they know how to approach a relationship in a respectful way? Why would I choose the toxic choice? So this is going to be interesting because I do feel like the Magician is going to be a bit tempted to misrepresent who they are or what they've been through, while this new person seems to be much more credible. Your intuition seems to approve of the new person. So we have the Ship, number 3, and the Compass. I think you're going on a trip. You might have, a little, I don't know, maybe you're going to a wedding with this person. Maybe there's a cruise you're going on since it's a ship. But I do feel like there is some adventure that you go on with this person that kind of solidifies the fear and anxiety for the Magician, that maybe you really have moved on or somebody could be taking their place. Ooh, we got the Whip and the Tree. Okay, well, for some of you, the choice is between someone who is more emotionally mature and you feel much more comfortable with, but you might be more physically attracted to the Magician. If you are new to my channel, I always have to tell a joke when this card comes out. Tiana, you have excellent timing. All right, the Whip. No, not the Whip. The Whip. No, please, not the Whip. The Whip. No, please, anything but the Whip. Anything? The Whip. You guys love it. I know you do. I always worry about whether or not my neighbors can hear me, though, and they're like, what is this girl doing over there? I don't know. All right. This is, oh gosh, what do we call these? Universe cat. I got it, you guys. Like a steel trap. I hope you're having a good day, Tiana. All right, what else do we have? Another magician. This person could have Aries in their chart. This person could be very like talented with manifestation. But here's the thing. You could be the most talented manifester or magician in all the land, but if you don't know what to do with it when it shows up on your doorstep, then like it doesn't really matter. You can manifest and draw in all these opportunities, but there are actions that are required. There are decisions that are required, and in some cases, sacrifices that are required for those things to work out. And I feel like this is the type of magician where they draw in these opportunities, but then they fail to have a plan. They fail to execute on what they need to do to take advantage of that blessing or that abundance that shows up, which is why you have healed from this connection, because you were a blessing in this person's life that they didn't know what to do with. And now it seems to be kind of closing out that chapter or that opportunity for them. They have treated it with, it's like a rushed energy. If you ask somebody to read through your short story because you've entered into a contest and it means a ton to you, and they just kind of skim over like the first half of it and then don't really give you any pointers, you're going to be upset with it. You're going to be like, no, I trusted you and I asked you that favor for something that's important to me and you didn't take it very seriously. That's how the universe feels when they sent this person a love like you and they were like, maybe later. The universe is like, maybe never. You ruined it. You snooze, you lose. So there's fast action or changes happening because this person rushed things because they didn't take their healing seriously, and a new player is entering the chat. This person may have thought that they had forever to take action towards you, and they're realizing now that there's somebody else who has your attention, somebody else who isn't playing games and does seem to be capable of that higher level of commitment. 3 of Cups. So there's a love triangle here, clarifying the 3 of Swords in the reverse. If this person was not going to do right by their healing, then they were never going to be able to keep you in their sights. Knight of Swords and the High Priestess. Easy come, easy go. Don't know what you got till it's gone. King of Wands. Ace of Wands in the reverse. I think you're losing attraction for this person and feeling like it's much more likely to keep you happy and engaged if you were to connect with this new person or if you were to be in a relationship with a new person. So the magician from your past, I think, is basically they have a front row seat to your choosing someone else. It's true, James. This is the Spiritual AF deck because I know Tiana likes it. Oh, yes. Yoga is so helpful for that. All right. Sorry, they're like not cooperating. Okay, what else do we have? Holding on to resentments is like taking a ish in your own heart. You don't need to do that. So let go of the frustrations or resentment here. And then we have exhale that BS. So really doubling down on that message. And then we have call BS on your BS. I love it because James is just talking about that. And we have a reference to ish or bullish on all 3 of these cards. Stop looking for happiness in the same place you lost it. This person might be able to like spark passion in you, but if it sometimes leans towards anger because this person likes to start fights, then how can you like push that towards a happy connection, right? This person still has to work on their mental and emotional health, whereas the new individual, what were we calling you? The King of Swords? they seem to be already at that place. Like they've done the healing that the Magician has not. What's the best that could happen? This King of Swords would like to show you. OMG, calm the F down. It's one of my favorite cards. All right, one more. Get off your ex's page, say a prayer, and go the F to sleep. So no more need to know what's going on with the Magician. Let them do their weird magic and be angry about it, like across the way. And you can focus on the happiness that you and the King of Swords can build. Remember, the King of Swords does not need to be a man. The King of Wands in the reverse does not need to be a man. But we have a choice here between somebody who still has the healing work that they need to do ahead of them and somebody else who's actually like figured things out, right? Knows how to treat you. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Rachel. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.